Hey guys, Willie here. I got the Kraken with me today. We just wanted to let you guys know that during the recording of this last week's episode, it was raining and it was raining hard. You're going to be hearing some noise in the background. That's the rain hitting the ground because in Oklahoma, for about the last year, it hasn't stopped.
If you throw 50 fucking touchdowns in the NFL in a season, you can put a dog turd on that fucking thing. I don't give a shit. I'm impressed. Hey everybody, welcome to General Hospital. Today's episode, we're going to talk about a bunch of shit that's probably not going to amount to anything within 3 months. We're going to be so far off base, we're going to be ashamed of ourselves. But we actually got Hedgehog to do a little bit of research. Some bitch
He did some homework.
Apparently he wrote notes and everything and then forgot them.
Yeah.
But he did show us a bunch of windows open on his phone, and it was about everything we wanted to talk about. So, baby steps. Baby steps.
I'm working on it.
Willie Long, what you got for us, man? Where you want to start off at?
Well, let's dive into free agency.
Okay.
I know you're wanting to talk about Cam.
Jesus Christ. Listen, he's better than probably 5 to 7 starters right now. Yeah, he's a little bit of a prima donna. By a little bit, I mean a fucking lot. But, I mean, you know, he had a sensational rookie year. And it's just kind of tapered off. And I don't think it's his playability. We got to remember, Carolina didn't have anybody relevant for a long time.
Yeah.
Before McCaffrey, the only relevant player you had on that team was Greg Olsen, and he was 30 at the time.
Yeah.
And that guy couldn't stay healthy. He gets concussions from tying his shoes.
I think it's his ego.
I think it is a lot of his ego.
lot of it is.
But I think a lot of this is going to humble him, too. I'm not on board with, like, if Cam signs to whomever, I'm not going to draft him in fantasy.
No.
No.
He may be my second quarterback I pick up off the waivers. Yeah. But, I mean, he's better than Sam Darnold. He's better than whoever you want to start in Chicago, whether it be Foles or
Just about to bring
Trubisky.
up Trubisky.
You know what I mean? And those are two teams that desperately need it. Jones from the Giants. I mean, he's going into his sophomore year, so you're not going to give up hope on the guy.
No.
But in my personal opinion,
solid backfield now.
I think he's twice the quarterback of Tannehill. I think he'll give Derek Carr a run for his money, depending on if Gruden wants to run an offense like that. Mm-hmm. Miami, what are you doing? You know, you could actually you could buy him and then maybe get some help offensively. So I don't know. I'm fucking confused. I don't know if there's I know his health was an issue, but Atlanta worked him out and the doctors checked him and he's 100% ready to go. So it just baffles me that he hasn't found a home yet.
If you were a GM for any of these teams needing him, what would you sign him for? 2 years?
I'd give him 1 year and a player option. So, 2 years. Second year, he'd be a restricted free agent. Maybe even a team option because, you know, he's fucking Madonna. So, I'd give him 2 years. Second year being a team option. And, I mean, the kid's going to start. So, 10 mil with maybe up to 12 a year with bonuses. So, about 20, 22 maybe. That wouldn't be outside the norm, I wouldn't
Well, let's
think.
play hypothetical and say he goes to Miami.
Uh-huh.
Do they still draft Tua?
They better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, they have to.
Granted, you know, that hip is scary.
Yeah,
I
I would still be very cautious to draft Tua just because of that injury.
But if you're Miami, you're fucking ignorant. You held on to Tannehill too long.
Yeah.
And then you bring in fucking Mac Daddy Cutler for a year or two, and that didn't work out well. And I don't know. I think if you're Miami, what do you have to lose at this point?
What if you? You could
Not games. You've already lost them.
You know,
right.
You really can't take Tua, tank the season to go after fucking Sunshine, but you could take Newton. Who's probably not going to be very good anyways.
Whoa.
And then suck for luck, or not suck for luck, but suck for Sunshine.
Man, I think, I haven't dived into it, but I'm pretty sure the Texans have the number 1 pick next year in 2021.
They are looking like it's by default.
Yeah, so whether they win or lose, I think they got it, but it's going to be a lot of lose. Yeah. And I think that'd be interesting to get Sunshine sitting behind Deshaun again. Because I think they're looking to offload. I think they're wanting to rebuild. I think they're wanting to go in a different direction. Obviously, by letting go of Hopkins and picking up a broken running back. But I'm still floored, gentlemen. I thought I was going to hear news of Newton signing somewhere over the weekend. I'm
actually glad that he is not. Well, Atlanta worked him out, and that they have not signed him. Because obviously they seem.
Well, yeah, I'd be happy too if the Chiefs worked him out and then they didn't sign him. I'd be like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, like, you worked him out.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still out there. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thanks for checking the medical for us. Glad you paid him like $100K to do that. Cool. Yeah, but at this point, I'm really surprised that we haven't heard like a Kaepernick back Cam because he's black issue. Because that's what I think this is going to turn into.
Yeah.
But no, it's because you're both fucking head cases.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you mix your personal opinion and life with business. It's a job. Jesus, if we all loved our jobs like we would, we probably wouldn't be near as depressed as we are. You know what I mean? Nobody loves their job like that. There's a very few. Yeah. So, if I went to my work right now and made a political statement like that, even as a union, they'd bag, tag, and fire my ass. Yeah. What gives you the right to think that's any different?
Yeah.
So I think it's going to turn into that.
There's a reason why I don't wear my uniform on camera.
Right.
Because if we're talking about shit and they don't agree with it, bye.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just surprised, honestly, fellas, that Cam has not found a team.
I really thought something was going to happen either over the weekend or this morning. But
I'll say this. If Jameis Winston finds a team before Cam, I give up on football. I will give the fuck up. I would be like, what? Wow. He's like for 39 and 39 on touchdown pick ratio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was with weapons. Cam had McCaffrey.
A massive amount
and
of
a
weapons.
DJ Moore, but he didn't get to play with him well because he fucking bowed out being hurt. So, I mean, if I'm telling you, LA Chargers, if you're listening, by any chance, anybody for that organization listening, give them a look. Draft a quarterback behind him.
Even if it's your sister-in-law's nephew that's within the organization, reach out.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Or the Frenchie.
With somebody like Cam at the helm there, that's a 10-win team. I could come in and get them 5. The weapons there. The defense that's returning there. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I understand that you're timid about the head, but put it in his contract. Hey, listen, you humble now?
You can't come in.
That we're the only team that came at you, motherfucker, and gave you a job?
The longer this goes, it's going to make him more and more think about, like, hey, I can't think about myself.
That and the longer it goes, and you haven't got your head right yet, you're not getting paid.
Yes.
You're going to turn into like a Kareem Hunt, like, hey, we'll pay your Walmart grocery bill for a year if you come play, because we're the only ones that's coming after you. Either that or head to Canada, maybe XFL. But he's too proud for that.
He won't go to XFL.
So I'm hoping this humbles him to the fact that somebody can get him for a hell of a deal. He comes out, finishes a top 10 quarterback in stats, and maybe he can get a good pay after that.
Yeah, the talent is there.
He's a talented individual. And, I mean, he's... Okay, if you put Tom Brady at tier 1, Cam's barely a tier 3, in my opinion, just because of the years and stats he's put up.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying he can't easily be a tier 2.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying he's going to be
If he would
Patty
get out of his
Mahomes.
own damn way, he'd be just fine.
Right, yeah. I think
30 years old.
I think he's better than Matt Ryan, my opinion. Sorry, consistently better than Matt Ryan. He's consistently better than Baker Mayfield.
On their best days, I'll give it to Ryan.
He's better than
That's
Baker
on their best
Mayfield.
days.
He's better than Garoppolo.
He's got a track record.
He's better than Minshew.
Man,
He's better than
What would
Foles.
happen if he went to San Francisco and ran that? That would be...
They'd actually have a quarterback
dear
that could
God.
throw over 20 yards.
and can run, and then you start running the play action with a bootleg option to run. Jesus Christ, they're disturbing.
But Jimmy G, handsome though.
He is.
He's the face of that. I think Kittle's like a younger Kels. You know, it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's like a miniature Kansas City over there on the West Coast. It's kind of fun to watch it become a thing.
Yeah.
And their quarterback doesn't have a frog in his throat.
It's true. Let's say he ain't got Kermit back there.
Who loves him some ketchup.
What the fuck, man? You don't put ketchup on a goddamn steak. That's so fucking psychotic.
If he keeps throwing the way he does, he
No.
can put
I'm
ketchup
telling you
on
what, right
cereal.
now, when I have a kid and it's a boy, I might put ketchup on steak if he turns out like that. I'll float that motherfucker in a bowl of ketchup.
If a steak is cooked right, you don't need any sauce.
No, you don't. But
But if you're fucking throwing...
If you throw 50 fucking touchdowns in the NFL in a season, you can put a dog turd on that fucking thing. I don't give a shit. I'm impressed. I don't know. It's going to be... If this Cam Newton thing turns out to where that fucker hadn't signed to somebody by May, boys, he may not play this season. He may take an Antonio Brown music video making break.
oh god,
No, I fucking hope not.
I'm waiting for that Antonio Brown featuring Cam video.
Yeah, I think we may be getting close by May. He may just
Featuring-
psychotically break.
Featuring Cam and Winston.
Yeah. No, Winston will probably be on a team by then, and I'll just give up all hope on free agency. Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
what
so,
else you got for us?
man, I got some fantasy stuff, or we can dive into a little college football, early predictions and whatnot. It's whatever you guys want.
Let's stick with NFL for a little bit.
NFL? All right. So I'm looking at the ESPN way too fucking early. We can start with quarterbacks. They got Patty Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray coming in at third.
Really? I mean, I understand
Do
he
you
has
think that's-
D-Hop now, but
Do you think that because he's got another weapon out there,
Oh, I think they're fucking heavy on it.
and then he can still he can scoot?
I think this is a fashion or a trend they're trying to catch on. And I'm not biting, boys.
I wouldn't.
You know who will buy it in that draft?
Still got 2 games against San Francisco's defense.
This guy.
I know you will. I
I'll
know
take
you
a
will.
chance.
Man, and I'm not saying Kyler Murray's a bad quarterback, but I'm saying that if you've paid attention to NFL over more than 2 years,
He's not a top 3.
No.
fuck no, he's not. 1, 2, that sophomore slump, I preach it. It is literally the thing that 98% of fantasy owners forget about.
I forgot about
It's a
last year
thing.
with Mayfield.
Well, I mean, look at Mahomes. He came out through 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards. I mean, I'm going to use this last year as his sophomore year because he really only
Yeah.
started that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, he didn't do, barely half that?
I mean, yeah, he still finishes top 4
Yeah.
quarterback. But, yeah,
But he
it's a
also
real
has
thing.
a ton
Yeah.
of weapons.
That's like everybody that's like, fuck, Lamar Jackson, number 1 overall. ESPN has him at number 1 overall. You're fucking insane.
They got film
I
on
don't
now.
know what intern put this together, but if he makes more than $70,000 a year, I want his fucking job. Because I can be that fucking accurate blind drunk. I'm sorry, I'm not buying Kyler Murray at 3. I don't care if you gave him OBJ and fucking Derrick Henry with the team he's got now. And he ain't a number 3. Sorry.
43-year-old Tom Brady is going to be above him.
Ooh, I don't know about that one.
Yeah. Look at his weapons.
Yeah, he's got weapons, but wasn't his passer rating the lowest of his career? But
With
also,
no
he
weapons.
didn't have anybody. But he's taken something from nothing and done something with it. I mean,
That's another train I'm scared to step on fantasy-wise.
yeah.
Realistically, I think he's going to be a great quarterback. He obviously he's proven us that
Yeah.
for 20 years.
Yeah.
I don't think he's missed a step. I think he's playing differently.
He's playing old man football, like you said.
But
before.
that old man football works when you got weapons like that. Now, I'm not saying Tampa's a 10-win team either, but I don't think it's going to be his
Not
fault.
putting Tampa in the Super Bowl.
Right, yeah. So, I don't know. Realistically, my number 3, right off the top of my head, is either going to be Wilson or Breeze. Sorry about you.
Yeah.
Show me something different.
I could easily see Breeze right there.
Yeah, I
Because
would
Wilson,
agree
I
with
mean,
Wilson.
fuck, dude, he's like Julio Jones of quarterbacks. You're like, oh, okay, he's pretty consistent, but he's not flashing. And then by the end of the year, the
surprise,
fucker
boom,
finishes
got it.
Got
top
his
3,
numbers
top
up.
4. And you're
Yeah.
like, no shit, you sneaky little snake.
And he does it so quietly.
He does. There's not a bunch of fucking hoorah about it. probably because Chris Carson can't keep a fucking football in his hands. But man, I don't know. They're calling the Metcalf kid. They're calling him out. They're saying that he's gonna be up there at wide receiver. I mean, I'm not putting him in my top 10.
I had him last year in my fantasy.
You would be very wise to see where, if you drafted him, keep him.
I have to look.
But if you picked him up to where it's going to be our 4th round keeper, I wouldn't waste it on that.
No. I have to look at all that shit.
But my top 5, in order, as much as it pains me, I got Patty, Wilson, Dak.
What?
Fantasy-wise, the guy throws for 4,300 yards. I mean, fuck's sake.
He does get his number.
They don't win games, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's not him, per se, fantasy-wise, but it's kind of his fault when they get the W or not.
Yeah.
But he's going to get his numbers, you know. So, Patty, Wilson, Dak, and then I'm going to go Breeze as my 4. And, man, I'm thinking Jackson makes a huge drop off this year. I think he was exploited in that playoff game. So you guys ain't gonna like this, but I'm jumping on the bandwagon. I think Josh Allen cracks top 5.
Really?
I think Buffalo is going to rock motherfuckers' souls this year. Because what he showed me, he scrambles, so you got your rushing touchdown fantasy-wise from him, and the numbers he's going to put up with a receiver now. He has a legitimate wide receiver.
Might just be one, but what did he do with none?
Beasley, you know? So I think it's going to be interesting. I don't think, you know, they're going to make a run for the championship. I could see it happening. You know, they catch Kansas City on a bad day.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
I would love to see a different red, white, and blue team coming out of that.
And that's another thing. People are downplaying the Patriots because Brady's gone.
Because Brady's gone, but
that system has been in place for a long time.
Yes.
And those quarterbacks behind Brady are starting for 2 different teams right now, and they're actually good. Mm-hmm. Garoppolo's not the answer for San Fran. You put him somewhere else, I think he'd be a better quarterback. Brisket, you know, Brissett. I think he's going to be.
Brisket's not something.
You know, Brisket's cool, right?
I had I'm full, but I'm kind of hungry still.
He's not the answer in Indianapolis, but if you put him somewhere else, I think he does good. So, I mean, obviously, them not picking up a quarterback yet, that shows them they have faith in Jason Stidham. And listen, he did good in Baylor. I thought he did pretty good for a 1-year person in Auburn. Mm-hmm. And the fucker's been quietly just sitting behind Brady. So I'm interested to see what the kid's got. I mean, I wouldn't.
Well, you know he can sling it.
Right, yeah. But, I mean, don't draft him. Jesus. He will be on your waivers. If not, I won in your league. Because that's just one person that's going to take last place, whoever drafts him.
Hold my beer.
Yeah, watch this trip. But yeah, so I think that's going to be fine. Quarterback-wise, there's my top 5, my opinion. I don't know. Leagues are different, but we run a 10-team PPR with a 2-keeper option. Quarterbacks generally don't go in our first 5 rounds. There are some people, Brandon, that drafted Patty Mahomes as first pick, and he sold his soul away to finish 6th.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's my top 5 in our league for sure. Running back issue. I think it's pretty cut and dry for the top 3. McCaffrey, Barkley, Elliott. I mean, yes. Yeah. Yes, you can't find that. But they got Cook, Kamara, Chubb as 4, 5, 6.
I would take Cook and put him behind Kamara and Chubb.
I would pick their 7th running back to finish 4th. They got Austin Eckler at 7.
No shit.
You're fucking hired draft pussy. I think they're going to exploit that kid like McCaffrey. They're going to give that kid the rock, 10, 15 carries, 10, 15 catches. Mm-hmm. He's going to be a PPR nightmare. So I'm going to have McCaffrey at 1, just because I got him on my team. Barkley, close 2nd, because I think they're going to figure out that, you know, he can actually run the ball if you put somebody in front of him to block.
Yeah.
He can catch blindfolded in a dark cave. But Elliott, he's going to be there. They're going to force feed him like they always do. I'm going to put Eckler as my 4. I think he's going to be great, and I don't know why Derrick Henry is at 9.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see that far down.
You know, so I'm going to go McCaffrey, Barkley, Elliott, Eckler, and Derrick Henry coming in at top 5. You know, everybody has the big names out there. They got Joe Mixon at 10.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, granted, he put up the numbers for it, but you
got
got Joe Burrow, a.k.a. the Tiger King. I see them call him that, and I'm totally cool with it. He was a Tiger, and now he's a Bengal. Yeah, he's the fucking king. They got him coming in, and as of right now, A.J. Green's going to play. So, I don't know. I don't see
him sitting.
I don't see Mixon. That was all they had. You know, and he barely cracks the top 10. So I think with them putting a lot of faith in Burrow, and he's going to have a rookie year. I don't think it's going to be like a Patty Mahomes rookie year.
No.
Because his touchdown to pick ratio is going to be about dead even by the end of the year. 3,500 yards, 20 and 19 TD pick. They're going to win like 6 games, maybe.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't know that.
But I don't know. No. If you got Joe Mixon and you got somebody in your draft high on him, Nick, you might want to trade them to somebody.
Calling motherfuckers out tonight.
I have to, man, because some of these guys make it almost too easy, you know?
Yeah. I'm just waiting for my turn.
I don't think we're going to get to you, actually. I don't know.
Oh, nice.
Wide receiver,
I get tonight off.
Michael Thomas,
It's gonna be
Devontae Adams, and DeAndre Hopkins. You can rearrange those in every fucking order you want. I don't care. I'm not going to tell you what I have dead set. Michael Thomas, Devontae Adams, DeAndre Hopkins. But I'm going to tell you I don't like Devontae Adams as the number 2 wide receiver coming into fantasy this year.
No, I don't either.
I don't like Hopkins in the 3rd from where he went. When he's the only weapon, he's Michael Thomas-esque. That fucker's going to get 14 catches a game. Mm-hmm. Now you get him to a Christian Kirk in the slot, a Hall of Fame Larry Fitzy on the other side, with a Kenyon Drake in the backfield and a quarterback coming into a sophomore year. I'm sorry, Hopkins takes a dip this year. I mean, I don't want him to because I think he's a great player. He's going to take a dip. It may be massive. It may be, minuscule. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
they're going to have to find his spot in that system.
Yes, absolutely.
And when they do, they're going to be disgusting.
Yes.
It's going to be dangerous.
Okay, so I'm going to put Devontae and Hopkins at 4 and 5. I'm going to leave Michael Thomas at 1, but I'm going to slide a 2 and 3 in here, and hear me out. I got a little bit to back it up with. I got an idea here. Julio Jones is a sneaky fucking bastard. Fantasy-wise, that guy comes in top 5 consistently every year, and you don't hear dick about it. Oh, it's just another 8 catches, 115 yards, and a score. Every game. The guy almost averages 100 yards, it seems like, every season. He's going to be there. I'm sorry. Michael Thomas, and I'm putting Julio at 2. The guy's there. He's consistent. Matty Ice, depending on which one you get every game, he loves him some Julio.
Yeah, he always finds him.
And here's where the sneaky third comes in. People are going to think I'm crawdadding and walking all over my words here, but Chris Godwin, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady is so accurate downfield. Mm-hmm. That's where Godwin made his money with Winston.
When Winston could get in
We thought Evans was going to be the guy there forever, and he didn't throw to Evans. And I don't think Brady's going to be any different. I think Evans is going to be a top 10 wide receiver, but I think Godwin's going to have a monster year.
Yeah.
They put that kid in the slot, and he's got speed like Tyreek Hill. It ain't Tyreek Hill speed, but he's got it like that. He's quick. You can't put a fucking safety over the top and think you're going to hang with him. Mm-hmm. You can't put a linebacker to cover the kid.
Yeah.
You got to run a certain package just because he's out there. Tom Brady, I think he led the league last year with like 67% downfield percentage.
Yeah. A lot of people...
Boys, that's 10 throws over 35 yards. 6.5 of them are getting caught.
A lot of people gave him shit because he didn't have a lot of those, but he didn't have a lot of receivers getting downfield.
Right. So I think I'm going on a limb there, and I'm trusting a gut feeling there. I think I think Godwin cracks top 3, definitely top 5 receiver this year.
I can see it.
I ain't got no love. I don't want to go into a top 10 with receivers because, take 5 out, throw 5 in. That's what you're going to get.
Yeah.
But consistently, those 5 is what I think. I don't know who makes this list. Okay, this is not my list. They have tight ends and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. So the 8th and 9th tight end coming into fantasy this year is in the top 100 positions.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
Really?
And I got something that'll blow your fucking mind. Jared Cook comes in at 100.
No shit.
Damn.
They have Tyler fucking Higbee above him. A Ram. I'll wait so everybody can, get done vomiting.
Yeah.
What? When do you think he's going to be fucking relevant?
They don't have a name on that, like put together by this guy?
No, they won't do that.
No.
That kid would get hate mail and death threats. They have Tyler Higbee above Jared Cook. So essentially, I think they're going on lack of weapons. But come on. Daddy Drew with Thomas, Sanders, Kamara. You got a big body like Jared Cook over the fucking middle? Get out of here. What are you going to do? You're going to put a safety over the top, Thomas.
Yeah.
You have to. You got to double cover him.
Oh, yeah.
Manuel Sanders is going to chew you up in the slot like a fucking young Amendola.
Yeah, they're going to go
He's going to be...
5, 10, 15 yards all the way downfield until they bring a safety up, and then it's game over.
Yeah. Then you're going to put your fucking 6-foot safety with Jared Cook at like 6'5". All right, we'll take that Megatron catch every time.
Yeah. Breeze is too damn accurate to... It's unfair what he has right now.
So they got it listed as Kels, Kittle, Ertz. Can't argue that. They put up the numbers for that. You can't argue that.
Yeah.
Well,
Then
you
they
know
have-
Kelsey's going to get his yards.
Yeah.
You know he's getting his catches and everything.
Then they have Andrews at 4th. 4th best tight end in the league coming in. What? The kid had like a pretty good 1 year, and you put him at 4? They have Waller at 5. I like it. I like Waller at 5. I think Las Vegas will do something. I think they're going to be fun. I think they're going to be pissed off that they paid Mariota. Because I think Derek Carr's going to come out and fucking shock the world this year. He's going to be pissed. He's finally going to go in there, grab Gruden by the fucking front of his shirt and say, just let me fucking play because I did fine before you.
Yeah.
And release the shirt and it's going to be over. You're going to let him fucking play. They got Austin Hooper coming in at 6. OBJ. Jarvis Landry. Nick Chubb. Kareem Hunt behind him. Then Njoku.
Yeah.
And you think you add one more weapon to that, and that fucker almost cracks a top 5 in his position?
That's a bit much.
It's the same thing with the whole Kyler Murray at 3rd
Yeah.
thing. Like I said, I don't know who wrote this, but if they fell down a flight of stairs and then wrote this, I'd go a little easy on them.
There's just not enough footballs to go around.
No, there's not. I mean, you can't consistently throw it for 19 fucking times down the field. You're gonna have to run it, and you're gonna have to do check downs.
And of course, if you don't give it to OBJ, he's going to throw a fit.
And now, granted, Cleveland runs a lot of 2 tight end sets, but you tell me Hooper's gonna go out on a pass every time?
No.
Njoku's gonna get out every once in a while. Oh, Jarvis is gonna be fucking putting on a slant, and you need 3 yards. Guess who you're giving it to? Jarvis.
Yeah.
So I don't like it, but my top 5, I'm gonna go Kels, Kittle, Ertz, Jared Cook, and I don't care who they get. Hunter Henry. I like Hunter Henry a lot. I think last year injury, and it set him back again. But I think what I read, he's changed his diet up. He's got a personal trainer. He's FaceTiming with them, and they're working out constantly. He's getting evaluated throughout the entire year before this hit. When a man changes his diet, the way he takes care of himself, and literally puts at the forefront of his mind, I have to get better and healthier. with the time and money that these individuals have,
Yeah.
wow. It wouldn't surprise me that some bitch is bench pressing Volkswagens by season. He's going to look like a Greek god. He's going to be chiseled out of fucking marble. And that's great. I'm so glad you did that for yourself. And I'm jumping on his bandwagon. I want Hunter Henry as a top 5 tight end this year.
There's a lot to say about somebody like that and motivation.
Yeah.
After what he's dealt with.
Shows that he's going. He wants to get better. He's going to do everything he can.
He's wanting to prove something.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people after injury, you just kind of see him disappear.
Yeah.
And the fact that this kid is fucking just selling out. No, fuck that. I ain't done yet. Yeah. I'm hungry. I want it. What do I got to do? Oh, shit. Find God, change your life around 180. Everything you're used to is gone. Okay, let's do it. And he sold out for it. So, like I said, if the Chargers, I don't care if they pick up Cam Newton. I don't care if they sign Andy Dalton. I think he's still a top 5 tight end this year. You can't not throw it to somebody with that kind of dedication day in and day out, trying to be a leader in the locker room like he is. You can't not involve him. And I think it's going to show. It's one of those things you put in the work and the effort, you get what you show.
Well, I mean, even going off of your idea of Cam going there, how fucking deadly is Cam on a rollout and you get that tight end out in the flat?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, he's the only reason why Greg Olson's relevant.
Yeah.
Or was. I mean, granted, it was his only option.
Uh-huh.
With Devin Funchess and shit as your wide receivers, I get it. But, that's your bread and butter.
You still have to respect Cam rolling out.
Mm-hmm.
Because he is a threat to run 20, 30 yards.
And he's a big body.
I don't know, like, Keenan Allen is one of the best top, I don't even know how to say that without trying to step on myself. He is a top 5 wide receiver under 12 yards. And I would like somebody to fight me on that idea. Mm-hmm. That guy has made an Emmanuel Sanders living. What was the guy at the Pats forever, their slot receiver?
Walker?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, he's up there. Mm-hmm. He's probably one of my top. He might be my number 1 slot receiver. Mm-hmm. But he makes a living in there. And you're telling me if you get some big-bodied mobile quarterback to roll out, and his option is Mike Williams on a deep post, and then you got Hunter Henry rolling with him, maybe even Eckler on a flat, and then you have somebody sprinting the other way for a crossing. Like, I'm making a living on that. Cam's going to throw in the pocket for me 10 times a game. The other 25 attempts, that fucker's moving and the pocket's with him.
Yeah.
And with an offense like that, you can't beat it. But like I said, I think the Red Rocket can come in as a fucking lightning bolt and get them to 9 wins. And I think Hunter Henry's going to be relevant.
Yeah. It all makes sense.
So that's where I'm at on it. Like I said, way too fucking early. There's a lot of people I've lost faith in this fantasy as far as, or this year in fantasy. Austin Hooper's one. My opinion, I'm staying away from Cleveland this year. I hate that because,
they got talent.
Too much.
Yeah.
Like you said, they can't can't throw 19 balls of fucking snap. They did because, Baker couldn't get on target because of the sophomore slump. But I think he makes a little bounce back too. I wouldn't be surprised if he cracks top 15. He's going to be consistently getting you around 18 to 20 points in a PPR standard league.
Yeah.
So, if you want that, I get that. As a quarterback, I think they're a dime a dozen. That's why I generally don't draft a quarterback. I can pick up 2 off the waiver and run them. Last year, I picked up Josh Allen and filled him in when I didn't need him. When I didn't need Breeze. When he went down, Josh Allen consistently got me 17 to 22 points.
You're going to get points through the air.
Right. So, I don't know. 10-man standard league or PPR league, 10-man. Don't draft a quarterback. Wait. Hold out. They're going to be there. We have a limit on our quarterbacks in our league because we had an individual had 4 on her fucking bench and 1 starter. You can only start 1 at a time. She had 4. Well, Jesus Christ, lady. If all of us pick up 2, that's it. That should leave 12.
Yeah.
We had like 5 available, and like 2 of them weren't even on a team. What the fuck? So we capped ours at 2, but yeah. Don't draft a quarterback. Standard 10-man, don't. No. PPR 10-man, no. But that's what I got as of right now. I don't see any of that really changing too much besides, like Aaron Jones at Green Bay blowing my mind. But Aaron Rodgers has consistently just mediocred his life. So I seen where Geronimo Allison left Green Bay. I don't remember where he went, so it's literally Devontae Adams. It's a very Cincinnati kind of team now. I think they're better in Cincinnati, but it's very one wide receiver, one running back, one quarterback. Here we go. Jimmy Graham return though. That should be the answer. Have you noticed I didn't say his name in tight ends? And I won't. So I would draft Greg Olsen in Seattle over Jimmy Graham right now.
Okay.
And he's gonna sit. Because that Will Driscoll kid's gonna start. And if he doesn't, fuck Seattle. But now I got my fantasy, my free agency out of the way. Now I can just sit here.
You feel better?
I can drink my Monster and smoke cigarettes and just kind of look involved.
You feel better? You exercise.
You did a great job
there.
Yeah, I feel good about myself. Yeah. If anybody rivals any of those thoughts, message me. Let me know. Post it on our Facebook, and I'll embarrass you in front of a lot of people. So.
Somebody take that challenge. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
When you're right, Willie.
Yeah.
I don't mind looking on while I'm sitting on the toilet. Oh, what we got here?
Oh, yeah, there's going to be plenty of shade and clapbacks, as the kids say.
All right, well, let's step back. Let's go to college football. We were wanting to talk. Way too early predictions on this one.
Everything's way too early.
Is it way too early for college, though? I've been wanting to ask you all about this. Because you're consistent top 5, top 6 teams every year. They all just reload,
Yeah.
Every once in a while you'll get like a Mississippi State that cracks that top 8, and then
Baylor.
like 2, Baylor crack
comes
it,
in there.
you know what I mean? They got to rebuild instead of reload. So I don't know if it's too early. I mean, we could
still be fairly accurate.
Yeah, the pack. Let's take a shot. I have no fucking idea what's coming out of that hellhole over there.
Well, let's talk about the pack here.
What happened? I mean, I know the USC, the sanction they got hit.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened to Stanford? They just died.
Luck took the team, took all the talent with him.
Luck was there. He
when
left.
Harbaugh left is whenever they fell
And then
apart.
McCaffrey was there, and they did okay until it was like his senior year, and you were like, God, y'all fucking undershot by tenfold.
And they had,
And then just consistently,
Yeah.
just started tanking.
and
Like,
they had Barry Sanders Jr. there, and
yeah,
Poor
okay,
guy.
and that's a conversation we could talk about for hours right here. But I'll just leave it at this: you went to your daddy's. You didn't want to go to your daddy's alma mater because you're not even in his shadow, athletic wise. And I get that. That's probably tough on a kid. Mm-hmm. But you chose to go sit behind Christian McCaffrey. Where did you think that was going to go?
Uh-huh.
You'd have been in Stanford?
yeah,
What?
yeah.
I would have went to USC before I went to Stanford because I'm not there to go to school.
No,
I'm going there for bad bitches and legacy is what I'd be going for. He could have went to like an Arizona and ran all day. He'd have been the number one and he would have ran hungry. But I think he was scared.
There's a lot of places you could. But
he could have won, but
your daddy is Barry Sanders.
Your daddy's Barry Sanders. There's a lot of expectations, and when you can't fill those shoes.
But I remember watching his highlights from high school. He wasn't bad.
Yeah,
That kid you could tell he was Barry Sanders. Son.
Yeah.
That fucker could cut at 28 miles an hour on a fucking hash mark.
but
shit.
Did he want to go somewhere that could be relevant to get the exposure instead of going somewhere?
I don't think he planned on playing pro.
He was just going for educational.
I really think so.
There's a good chance of that.
And I mean, good for him. If that was your thing, that's your thing.
Yeah.
You used
You can't
your name
really
and
beat.
your athletic ability just enough to get a hell of an education.
I got enough.
Yeah, you really can't beat that degree from Stanford. There's a lot of places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Still upsetting.
yeah.
All right. So I think we can all agree Oregon's going to take the North out of the Pac-12.
Where's my shit?
No?
Read off my teams in the North.
Oh, you got Washington State, Oregon State.
Cal,
Yeah.
Stanford, Oregon State.
I don't think Oregon repeats.
Really? Who's going to take it from them?
Washington?
Wait.
They just lost their quarterback.
So did Oregon.
And Chris Peterson just left Washington. The coach. Bowed out.
Yeah.
So that whole team,
I'll say this, the Pac's ugly. You know, if all those teams over there, all the fans out there on the West Coast, maybe we'll probably have like a couple over here too. But I'm sorry. The Big 12 was there once. I feel you.
Yeah.
I remember the days when these motherfuckers right here would win 2 games a season. So I remember.
It was rough.
But I think that's where they are. And the fact that Oregon loses that caliber of a player, plus I'm sure there's, sprinkle a little bit of defense and maybe another offensive guard or something goes. I haven't looked into them. It's just hard for me to say they repeat.
Well, that offense is built for a rebuild. I mean, that's...
Yeah.
I mean, it's that zone read option with the pulling guard, and it really makes the quarterback look good. And whenever you have a good quarterback, he looks damn good.
Yeah.
And that kid didn't look good to me all year. And it's one of those things that, like, when it came draft time, like Josh Allen was mentioned. I was like, who the fuck is Josh Allen?
Yeah.
And I looked into it and I was like, okay. Watched a little bit of his film. I was like, what?
Yeah.
He's going to be a good pro quarterback. You're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Eating crow over here. Yeah. So I may be wrong on that, but I don't like the...
Put a little hot sauce on, it'd be all right.
Yeah. All I can say is that it's either going to be Washington or Cal, and I don't see either one of them doing it. So
when's the last time Cal was relevant?
Aaron Rodgers?
Were they relevant then?
No, I don't think they
Not really, but that's as close as they got.
Yeah, if Rosen's your highlight over the past decade,
so
I'm sorry.
I have to put Oregon winning the North.
That's why I've got them there.
There's nothing
they've got
else
nobody there to compete with them, I don't think.
And I think they will.
I'm gonna go undecided, but I don't like the idea of Oregon repeating. Just because it's
so
college.
You're going Stanford then?
Oh fuck! I'd rather not there too. I'd rather go Washington or Oregon State for that matter. You know what I mean?
It's Oklahoma State, Oregon State.
Yeah, we'll start off with them again.
Second week of the season.
All right, well let's go to the South. I've got it between 3 teams:
Okay.
USC, Utah, and Arizona State.
Did you just say Utah?
Utah looked.
But Utah lost
last year.
ton on defense. But there's really not. I mean, those are your top 3 teams.
And you got Herm Edwards at Arizona State.
I've got Arizona State taking the South.
Okay.
Yep.
What did you eat for dinner?
Pizza.
You're drinking. You're not drinking.
I'm Norman drinking, and this guy's drunk.
There must have been something funny in my fucking coffee because I can't jump on board with that.
So you're gonna take USC?
I'm gonna have to. Just the talent level. They're gonna get lucky. They're gonna get a coach. They had one as an intern and let him go, and he goes and wins a national fucking title. No big deal.
Yeah.
And I get it. He went into the system, but like, they're gonna stick a coach.
Eventually.
They're gonna get fucking the Pete Carroll who doesn't do illegal shit. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. With that team being a blue blood, they're gonna find a good coach.
They were sanctioned they couldn't go to a bowl game. They couldn't go to the playoffs. None of that. Mm-hmm. And they're still hammering top 5, top 10 kids in their positions all across the country. Mm-hmm. They're going to hit. And now I get it. They're more of like a Texas to me. It don't matter. Like, they come on a visit, and he's the best running back out of insert state here. And he's got gold chains, hat sideways, and 2 of his buddies are with him. Mm-hmm. They get those kids.
Yeah.
Reggie Bush was that kid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look what he did, So, I think I'm going to take USC. And I'm going to say they come out of the pack.
I have to agree with you on that one. As far as taking the South.
Oh. What are you feeling?
An Oregon USC.
God, that's a lovely game, isn't it?
That would be pretty.
USC starts off neutral site with Alabama.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that shit.
Now, hold
I
on.
read that earlier. It's in my notes. At home.
We can jump to that conference next year, but I'm telling you that talent for talent, it's the only team that can. It's one of the top 5 teams that can battle Alabama. Talent for talent. Now, coaching, well,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Bill Belichick at college. You know, I don't know. I want USC, and I want USC out of the pack. I think, my opinion. I love me some Oregon. I love me some Eugene. I got a bunch of buddies that are Oregon fans. Funny how that happened, huh? But yeah, I mean, talent wise, I gotta go USC.
All right.
Well, you
On
want
October
transition?
2nd, they play at Utah. Mm-hmm. November 7th, they play at Oregon.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
That'll be good.
Yes.
That'll be good. Arizona State, their top games.
Arizona.
No, they're playing at USC and at Oregon.
Ooh,
It will be an interesting South finish.
Yeah.
With
USC's going to Eugene and Arizona State's going to Eugene.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck! This is wrapping up for Oregon to have.
I mean, this is their year.
This
is last year was not, and they did well.
They won the Pac-12.
So,
Ooh,
but I
this
mean,
is-
what's winning the Pac-12? Like, I won Pee Wee football when I was in 5th grade.
Winning the Pac-12 is basically winning the Big 12 and getting the fourth
It's like
spot
winning
in
the
playoffs.
claw machine at David Buster's. You know what I mean? Like, just enough tries, you'll get it.
Yeah.
You know. All right, so where you want to go? You want to go home? We want to go to SEC because we were kind of nicking and knacking each other there before
Yeah,
the
on
video.
the SEC, but do we want to save that? Because there's a lot of stuff in the SEC. We
There
want,
is.
we want to go with something else that
We want
might
to
be
go
a
to
little-
some other ramshackle bullshit, 1 or 2 good teams in the conference. We can go to the ACC.
Yeah.
But I mean, you two are going to agree against me.
Big Ten?
The
I
Big
don't know.
Ten's
I don't know.
interesting.
I might go with Big Ten.
The Big Ten is really interesting to me.
Yeah.
All right, Big Ten or ACC? Or
Let's go Big
AAC?
Ten.
Let's go Big
Or
Ten.
ACC. Big Ten. All right, here we go.
People are going to call me a piece of shit for doing it, but go ahead.
All right.
List all 5 in their conference or their
Ohio-
division, and then we'll make
All
a
right,
pick.
You got the East, Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan, Indiana, Michigan State, Maryland, Rutgers. Well, let's just put Rutgers, Maryland, Michigan State, and Indiana at the bottom.
I've
I
got,
don't think-
coming out of that division, I've got Ohio State and Penn State. With
Yeah.
Ohio State taking it.
That's fair.
But
I can agree.
Ohio State does have to travel to Oregon. We've already discussed playing in Oregon. They're going to
Loud
East
motherfucker.
Lansing and to Penn State.
Ooh, Penn State might be able to just get them.
Those are 3 tough road games.
Yes.
I think they'll take
But I
Michigan
think-
State.
I think they're going to be tough road games, but I still think Ohio State comes out on top. They just had the OU running back Sermon
Yeah.
transferred, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be a starter because Dobbins is gone now.
It doesn't matter who
He's
you
going to
put
be
in
your
that
number
offense,
one.
really.
Yeah, I mean that offense. Sermon's going to get some fuck. If he can stay healthy, he's going to light that team up.
But out of Ohio State's schedule, it shapes up well outside those 3 games. The Oregon game in Eugene, that'll be a fun one to watch.
I don't think it'll be that good.
No?
Josh Fields is really good.
He is good, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's like predicted number 1 to win the Heisman. Oh, no, I think he's 1 on a lot and 2 on the other because Sunshine's above him. Boys, he's the real deal.
He's good. He's really
And
good.
Ohio State, we've talked about it many times, reloads.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nobody can touch them. Penn State's the only one that can battle in that whole conference. Michigan, Jesus Christ. When are we just going to admit that they're all fucking mediocre?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, you used to be good. Notre Dame used to be good. Nebraska used to be good. It's a different era.
Yeah.
You didn't transit with the times. It's your fault. So, sorry, Harbaugh.
Yeah.
But your
Yeah.
fucking khakis ain't going to get you out of this one.
Harbaugh still runs a pro style, and it doesn't work now.
How many times do we have to watch that happen, too? A pro-style offense in college. Sorry, it's not there. The athletic ability is insane.
Yeah.
You don't win ball games with a pro-style offense. No. Not in college. So, I got Ohio State, hands down. I'd be surprised they lose a game.
I'm with you on that one.
They are playoff bound.
Yeah. I'm still going to keep an eye on
He
those
threw
3
his
games.
second pick in the playoffs. Just going to say that. His second interception of a freshman year, Division I, Big Ten football.
Yeah. So the West Division's got Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska, Purdue, Illinois, and Northwestern.
And you said it wrong, by the way. Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota. I thought you were talking about Illinois.
No,
Is it
Minnesota.
Illinois? Or
Hands
Illinois?
down, Wisconsin. Sorry.
I've got Wisconsin taking that
Their
one.
defense, I think they returned everybody.
Minnesota had a great year last year.
Man, one and done, baby.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you had a great year.
Well,
Yeah.
Minnesota has to travel to Wisconsin and Michigan State.
Ouch.
Uh-huh. They'll lose those 2 games. They do host Michigan, but I see Michigan beat them this year. But
God, they just shit
Wisconsin's 2 toughest games going to be at the Big House and a neutral site with Notre Dame.
Where are they playing that neutral site at?
I have no idea, but
Well, if it's neutral, it's probably going to be like, I don't know, 10 miles outside of Notre Dame.
yeah,
Or it could be Indianapolis, maybe?
probably.
Maybe. Might play at like the Viking Stadium or something crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are their 2 toughest games.
Yeah.
So they should take that
I'm gonna look that up
division
real quick.
pretty handily.
Yeah, so recap, Pack, Oregon, USC takes it, in my opinion. And the Big 10, I got Ohio State, Wisconsin, Ohio State hands down. I
Ohio
can't.
State, yeah.
I don't see anybody touching them. I don't.
Wait, is this?
What you got there, Buttercup?
Hold on a minute.
And breaking news, NCAA.
They're playing at Lambeau.
Oh, are they really?
Wow,
No shit.
they're
Hell
playing
yeah.
at Lambeau. I mean, it's going to be 10-3. It's going to start getting cold up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breaking news, NCAA will grant extra year of eligibility to spring athletes confirmed.
Nice.
Good.
They needed it.
Yes,
Yeah.
they did. I have no qualms with that.
All right.
So
ACC?
Let's go A. Let's go ACC.
Okay.
Let me get closer here and just face right at you because we're going to
ACC.
fight.
All right.
We're going to fight like hell.
All right. Atlantic Division, you got Clemson, Louisville, Florida State, Wake Forest, NC State, Syracuse, Boston College.
Boston College. You remember they used to shit out linebackers like crazy? Them in Penn State.
Yeah.
Like you didn't have a good linebacker in the NFL unless they came from those 2 schools.
Yeah.
Fuck. Linebacker, you, man. I miss it. Isn't that where Kuechly came from? Coming to Boston
Shit, I
College?
don't remember.
Let's do a little check on that.
Luke Kuechly, didn't he?
You check on that.
Yeah.
All right.
If anybody wants to spell his last name, it'd be great.
I have a hard time spelling my own last
Never
name.
mind, I just put Luke K. And there it is.
All right. Well, I think it's a 2-team conference.
I agree.
Clemson and Florida State.
100%.
Louisville might try to pull something off, but I don't think they will.
God, I think Lamar Jackson was like I don't know how to explain it, but like a Carson Wentz out of North Dakota State. You know, like he was like a
Boston College.
hey, look at me knowing stuff. Yeah, I think he's like a phenomenon that came out of there. I don't think Louisville, I mean, last time they were relevant before him. Did Teddy come out of there?
Teddy.
Bridgewater came out of Louisville, didn't
Yeah,
he?
I think he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was before Lamar. Yeah, so before those 2, though, tell me what Louisville did.
Nothing.
You know,
I think they played some basketball. At some
they
point.
played a little bit of basketball.
Yeah,
Wasn't that
they
the guy
still
that
play
broke his
basketball.
shin?
Oh, it was. Oh, yeah. The bone. Oh, the bone.
yeah.
I visualize it now. Oh, my God. It was bad.
Yeah, I'm with you, though, Willie. 2-team league.
But we do have Clemson going to Florida State.
Oh,
Should be a good
that's going
preview.
to change some things.
Yeah.
Yes, that's definitely going to change some
I
things.
still think Clemson.
Then we got the Florida State Miami game at Miami.
And man, I just feel like they're so close to being who they were. Like 90s Miami, but I want them to be back more than it's gonna happen.
Remember when those games were decided by the field goal and it was always like wide right. I mean, the kicker always lost the game for that team. Like, make this field goal
on the kicker.
No. I'm saying that it was a close game and this guy makes this, and then, of course the announcer was like, hey, if he's 12 for 12 this season. Well,
because you said it, you son of a bitch.
We're done. But that kick
go ahead and turn the damn game off at that point. But there's nothing else going on in that conference. I would like to see Miami become relevant again, just like you. It probably a couple years away from that.
Virginia Tech. I mean, the last time they were relevant.
They still got that old ass coach.
No. Beamer.
Oh yeah, he finally hang it up.
Yeah. What big ass? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Did you not get that fixed?
Yeah. So much money did you make it? You fix that? Yeah. Like you just said, I want Miami to be back. Like the days of McGinnis, Sean Taylor, Ray
McGinnis.
Lewis.
You said we talk about injuries. You said McGinnis.
Oh man. But I mean, those were the days. You know what I mean? That was. They were Miami U. You know what I mean? They made you relevant.
Yeah.
But that was back when like Ray Lewis had a legitimate 80-pound chain dipped in gold in college.
Yeah.
We don't going to look into this.
that 30 for 30, Catholics versus convicts. I mean, that game.
Yeah, man, that was big time. Yeah, I just don't think Miami's there. They're trying to do something right there, and it's just not happening. But
because isn't the old coach from Georgia? Didn't he go down there?
No.
What's the coach of Florida State?
Florida State, Miami.
I'm mind.
So the old.
I know he's talking.
Maybe he went to Miami. I can't think of his
gentlemen,
name.
I didn't look at this whenever I put these down here, but North Carolina, their schedule is shaping up for them to make a push.
Get the fuck out of here.
They don't play Clemson or Florida State.
Okay. Who do they play?
They'll play at Miami,
Loss.
at Boston College, at Virginia. They do have a neutral with Auburn. They'll lose that one.
Yeah.
But, I mean, one loss, one win here or there, and they could be relevant. They won't win the conference, no. But
Manny Diaz is the coach, but what was the coach before that? It was the old Georgia coach that went to Florida.
Chiswick?
No.
No.
It was,
He's at Auburn now, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Reich?
Don't give me long.
Mark.
The only thing I keep in my head about Georgia is that Josh Fields committed there, and you started Jake Fromm over him, and he fucking went off to the playoffs.
Yeah.
He went and started Ohio State. That's what you put behind Jake Fromm. You fucking idiots.
All right, so we got, I think, consensus, Florida State and Clemson battling that one out.
Yeah.
I don't know who's, I want to see Clemson without everybody that left before I pull the trigger on them.
Yeah, I mean, Sunshine's a good quarterback, but
I mean, Dabo Sweeney, I like him as a coach.
Yeah, Mark Ray went to Miami for 2 years.
And it's, I don't know. I put a lot of stock in coaches. I really do.
you want me to call you out?
Sure.
Okay. Maybe the last time you put a lot of stock in coaches? Tampa Bay Vipers.
I didn't pull the trigger on them.
But you really liked him. You liked his coaching philosophy. So you liked Tampa.
He dabbled.
Yeah, you dabbled.
I bought him a drink, all right?
Yeah, you did. Hell yeah. All right, so ACC's wrapped up. Big Ten's wrapped up.
Let's go
Pac
SEC.
shit show's wrapped up. SEC.
Yeah,
This is
we'll
where
do that,
shit
and
gets
we'll circle
interesting.
into the Big 12.
All right. Give us the East. Ledbetter, you wouldn't mind, buddy?
Let me get a reload real quick. All right, got the East. You got Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, South Carolina, Missouri, and Vandy.
Vandy's trying to become interesting. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? They're trying. You're like, what the fuck did you start trying?
If a private school could do something, that would be special. But I don't see it
It's
happening.
never going to happen.
Yeah.
No.
It would be a lot of fun.
If Notre Dame is just as good as they are, Vanderbilt ain't got a chance.
No. And Notre Dame has a ton of tradition behind them.
Yeah. I'm not going out on a limb here. I'm going to say it with some pretty good conviction. Florida takes the West. Or the East. Sorry.
I can agree with that one. I think Georgia and Florida, it's going to come down to that one game.
Man, Georgia lost a lot.
Yeah.
Running back and from. And you brought in Josh Fields to be the number 2 in Georgia. And he fucking bounces.
Yeah.
So you didn't have a lot of stock in the number 2. Now he's your starter. And I know Georgia shits out running backs. We've all seen that throughout our whole time we loved college football. You can't shit out Jake Fromm, though. No. Last quarterback before him that was relevant was Stafford. And that was when he had A.J. Green.
Yeah.
So.
Let's look at the schedules and the matchups. Florida, they're hosting LSU.
That's a W.
They're playing in Knoxville.
I think we can beat them.
Let's do it.
Is that Dobbs' kid still there, quarterback?
I haven't paid attention to Tennessee in a long time.
Since Peyton? Yeah, me neither. Yeah.
Then, of course, the neutral with Georgia.
Yeah.
Then the only other game is at Florida State. So they've got LSU, Georgia, and Florida State, and that's how they shape up.
I think Florida would have represented the East this year without the injury of the quarterback.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I got the Gator clap. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of excited. I hope they get after it.
They got something going there.
Yeah.
I mean,
all right, let's look at Georgia then.
What's Georgia got?
Oh, yeah.
At Bama. They're hosting Auburn.
Ooh. Between the hedges with Auburn, that'd be a good game.
That's pretty good one, yeah.
And then the neutral with Florida. Those are their.
That's 3 losses.
They don't have a non-conference good game?
Nope.
Suitable.
Never mind. Never mind.
SEC.
Never mind. It's SEC.
Yeah, they don't do that.
Virginia in Atlanta.
Okay, and Citadel.
Yeah.
UL Monroe.
Hey. Don't sleep on them.
Well, they've got their Georgia Tech game that they play every year.
So Citadel 2
Yeah.
Again.
and 3.
Last time I paid attention to Georgia Tech, Megatron was there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they still run that triple, don't they?
I think they moved away from that.
I really hope they did because obviously it wasn't working.
Oh no.
Who gave OU a run for their money with a triple option?
But where did the Army go?
Army. Can you imagine if a D1 college that wasn't military based did that?
That's talented,
They
yeah.
would eat the Big 12 alive.
That is true, yeah.
We'd be like, what is running doing? What, you're supposed to throw the ball.
Y'all have running backs?
Yeah, what the hell? We let all of ours go to Ohio State. Fuck.
Is that a fullback? Is that 2 fullbacks?
Hold on, there's
Cheating.
Hold on, there's 4 people back there. What's going on back there?
Coach.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Run defense, a laughing stock of the Big 12.
All right, so we got Florida, Georgia
Secondary.
coming out of that division.
Yeah, I think
Florida
takes
taking it.
Yeah. This is where it gets spicy.
All right, West Division, Alabama, LSU, Texas A&M, Auburn, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, and Arkansas.
All right, so
Before we
Arkansas.
do this, there's
start
one.
at the bottom.
Arkansas. Who?
Okay, go ahead and go.
Okay.
past the-
Yeah.
Mississippi State.
Interesting. Leach is there, boys. They haven't.
Yes.
I talked to my Mississippi State contact while I was going to the store and shit. They haven't ran a spread air raid like that since like the late 90s. They're changing their defense to the 3-3-5, which again, late 90s. So I think it's going to be a terrible year for them.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see them. I want to see the Pirate take people he didn't recruit
Yeah.
and go and run a fucking air raid. I want to see what kind of. Can you imagine what the recruits they're going to get though?
Yeah.
With an air raid, like. Yeah.
They'll
Okay.
start
So
pulling in those 4s and 5s.
2 is good. But you put somebody like I don't know, somebody like Mason Rudolph made the air raid look relevant. Oh. Now you get somebody with, I want to go to the SEC. I want to play Bama. I want to go slap Bama in their fucking mouth because they didn't offer me a scholarship.
You heard how Leach pulled in Gardner Minshew, right? Minshew was ready to go to Alabama. Leach called him up, said, "Would you rather sit on the bench at Alabama, or would you like to come here and lead the nation in passing?" And he went to Washington State and led the nation in passing.
Yeah. So
now,
I think
give the SEC talent Mike Leach, and they are relevant in probably 3-4 years.
I'm thinking like the way I'm looking at it is, what was his name when Hawaii was like going undefeated like 2 or 3 years in a row? Like Colt Brennan, I think.
Oh yeah.
That 5 watt. Like, can you imagine? Because he's going to do that. SEC is going to be like, fuck, we're just going to pound it down their throats. Yeah, you can do that. We're going to score in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's with mediocre SEC talent. I can't wait. I'm excited to watch.
He's going to pull in a speedy 2-star running back and flip the ball out to him here and there. He's going to build that up to a 4-star running back
in a year or 2.
Yeah. And it will be.
You're going to get an absolute gunslinger to go to the SEC, and you're going to literally say, "Hey, I hope you're comfortable throwing 40 times."
Mm-hmm. I love Mike Leach.
Okay, so
but this year they are in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
They got back-to-back games at Bama and LSU.
Yeah.
That's going to hurt.
That's going to hurt them.
But they got Ole Miss above Mississippi State with Lane Kiffin.
No. That
Does
rivalry.
Ole Miss have more talent than Mississippi State?
That rivalry is a lot like Bedlam, except it's more consistent.
What is it, the Egg Bowl?
Yes.
Yes.
They literally just beat the shit out of each other year in, year out, and it's every other year it's that team.
Remember when Ole Miss was good and they were doing the shark fin?
That was like Eli Manning good.
Yeah,
that was the last time they were good. Which, fuck him, because he lit Oklahoma State up in that bowl game. Fuck.
Who was that receiver / running back? Metcalf? I can't remember his name, but he torched us.
Yeah.
Full-blown
piece of shit.
I felt bad for
It wasn't really hard to hate Ole Miss after that. Then I was with buddies with a bunch of guys in Mississippi, and they're all dog fans. So I was like, I'm okay to jump on board with this.
Yeah.
Fuck those rebels.
Yeah.
So who was up? They got fuck Ole Miss. Ole Piss is what we call it.
And then you got Auburn up next. I think Auburn should be a little higher than that.
I think Auburn's going to finish in the 2-hole in the West.
Yeah, they got them at 4.
They're gonna give Alabama all they want this year. LSU, sorry, I can't.
I don't see
after what you're losing. I cannot.
They're hosting LSU, so that helps.
You're losing a Heisman winner and arguably 2 Biletnikoff winners. It should have been at wide receiver. I can't do it.
Jefferson, that dude.
Dude, he's gonna be a monster.
Yeah.
But Auburn does travel to Georgia. And
that's early,
to Alabama
right?
at middle of the season.
Middle of the season? Okay, so in form.
Let's see, that's 6th game.
Okay, so in form team. Got it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And they'll finish against LSU and Alabama.
Earlier it was all going that way. Now it's shifted on us. And it's raining.
That smells like I just snorted birthday cake.
Hey, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. So that'll be interesting to see them finish out their season.
Yes.
Texas A&M.
All right, boys.
Okay.
What?
I heard his. Now I'm gonna hear yours.
I'm not saying they won't be relevant, but they're not taking the West.
No, I'm not taking the West. But you know what? I'm gonna wait. He says no. Convince me.
Okay, so first tick, Jimbo Fisher. That motherfucker knows how to win.
Yeah,
obviously. This will be his 3rd year, 2nd year, 3rd year. Nah, still early. That Mounds kid, that Kellen Mounds, is going into his junior year. This kid was arguably the 3rd or 4th best quarterback in the SEC as a sophomore and a newer coach. They're retaining a lot of talent, and he gives me this like I think he has a better arm, but he has the build of Dak in college. But I just think he has a better arm. He wants to throw instead of run.
Okay.
So I don't know. Texas A&M, their defense is relevant in the SEC. They brought a defense in, and this system they're doing. The transition from Big 12 there, it was ugly, and they found it now.
Yeah.
I'm with it. I'm about it. I think A&M is gonna lose the games they shouldn't and win the games they shouldn't.
Take a look at their schedule.
A&M, Abilene Christian, open it up.
Nice.
Their non-conference is garbage.
And then we're hosting North Texas too.
Oh, nice.
Don't forget we're hosting Colorado.
So three non-Power 5 teams.
No, 4 because they're hosting in Arlington. They're playing Arkansas.
Okay, so 4.
Yeah.
So 4 off the bat.
Then they go to Mississippi State, host Fresno. Jesus Christ, they could be 6-0 in October.
Okay.
At Auburn.
So
We'll go 6-1. We'll go 6-1. At South Carolina, 7-1.
7-1.
Bye week. Mississippi hosting Ole Miss, 8-1.
Mm-hmm.
Hosting Vanderbilt, 9-1. At Alabama, 9-2. Hosting LSU, 10-2.
Yeah.
I can easily see them getting 10 wins.
Yeah.
But I did say they were going to lose the games they shouldn't, but they're going to win the games they shouldn't. I think they're going to whoop whoop. So I think I can see them beating Alabama and LSU and losing to fucking Vanderbilt and South Carolina. You know what I mean? Or the overtime win with Arkansas. And that's going to hurt them a little bit in the standings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. But I can call that out, and I would be confident if they played up to their potential, they could be 10-2. I think Alabama represents.
I agree. Alabama will be there, but I think that Texas A&M could be a 2, and I think that Alabama Texas A&M game could be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Could be interesting.
That might
So
be.
you think they're going to go over Auburn?
Oh yes, give me that. Chase is a hell of a coach. Hell of a coach. I just He just can't get that guy. He can't get this is going to sound terrible because it was highly illegal how they did it, but he can't get that Cam Newton. He can't get that sunshine. He just can't hit that fucking recruit.
Yeah.
And it's been like that consistently for his whole coaching career. He just hadn't been able to pop that Tua. He hadn't been able to pop Sunshine, Carson Wentz. He hadn't got that guy in college, Deshaun Watson. He just can't hit that recruit.
For some, his name doesn't carry the same weight as these other coaches.
And that's fucking...
Which is ridiculous because he's especially defensively, he's a hell of a coach.
Yeah.
Okay, what was it? Was it 10? 09, 010 with that Auburn defense?
Yeah.
They
Was
had
that the- no,
they
that
had
wasn't-
fucking 15 defensive touchdowns on the season or something. 8 pick sixes and shit. God, they were just awful.
Was that the field goal 6 year?
No, it was well before that.
Was it before that?
But God, that was funny, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was almost as funny as when OU kicked it to Tyreek twice.
Yeah. I remember walking out to go to the bathroom whenever they kicked that field goal, and I ran with stuffing my dick down in my pants. What is going on?
Shit's still screaming. I was like, what the fuck?
I was at I can't remember what game I was at. I was in Stillwater and we watched it. We got a room and everything that weekend, and we were all tanked as fuck by the time we got out of there. And, we went to the bars and shit, and they had the games and ESPN going. Didn't pay no attention to that. We got our W. We started getting hammered. We got back to the hotel room. Literally, everybody's just assed out in the hotel room. And I remember I'm drunk, finishing my beer, watching it. It was in the highlights from today, number 1, it showed that, and I was like, that fucking sucked. Yeah, that's good times. All right, yeah, LSU, I don't see them that high. Right?
No, I think Alabama. I think LSU.
I wouldn't be surprised if
drops a
LSU
bit.
finishes 4th in that side.
That's a tough division.
Yeah. Alabama on top. Sorry, you can't.
You can't rule out a saving
No.
team, especially with the talent they have.
That's like going against Dabo Sweeney. Don't. The guy knows how to
Stay
win.
home.
Yeah. And then the 2-hole, man, I think it's wide open. I'd like to see A&M in it. But it wouldn't surprise me if Auburn slips in there, I don't know. All right. Here we go.
On.
Now we're getting into a fucking fist fight. Let's fucking do this.
Big 12.
Oh, God, I'm going to start.
Start at the bottom, maybe?
Well, I'm going to start right in the middle.
Oh. Okay.
I want to talk about Iowa State.
Okay.
They just won't fucking leave.
Won't go away.
Oh, but they have a hell of a schedule.
Oh, man. I almost want to get the assassin out here. You know how much
Can we have a guess?
loathes
Can we have a guess?
Ever
Let's
since
see if
the
she
plane crashed, we shouldn't have played that
No,
fucking
we shouldn't.
game, but
No,
they
yeah,
wanted to
they
play it
shouldn't.
anyways, and then we lost and fucked them mother. Even when they play OU, me and her both agree we want OU to be in a fucking fist fight every game.
Yeah.
We want you guys to win, and tell Bedlam the same comment that goes for everyone.
Same thing. I want OSU to be.
But I
relevant.
want you some bitches to be Rocky 2, 9th round, just cook me, coach, just cook me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the shit beat out of you.
Yeah.
And she will not. She will not go that way with it. She fucking hates Iowa State. But continue your rampart of fucking Iowa State. God,
Should we just,
How do they
just
keep
text her,
just pulling
text
shit
her and
out
come
of
out
their
and
ass?
text her and just have her come out and then say, "Hey, Iowa State," and just get her reaction and then send her on her way and just have it in the background. Fuck Iowa State and then sleep.
All right, their schedule, gentlemen, and I realize they got Purdy coming back, and
He's so purdy.
he keeps doing shit that he shouldn't do at Iowa State. But their schedule, well, they're going to start with South Dakota. They'll probably find a way to lose that. And then they'll come out and beat somebody they shouldn't. But then Iowa.
They start off that early?
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought it was a later game.
Yeah, they usually make those interstates like that.
Hold on, side note. The children's hospital they have behind
Yeah,
Iowa
it's
State,
been
I
I love
fucking
that.
love that.
Dude, yeah.
But, then some irrelevant games, UNLV, Texas Tech. But that'll probably be a good game.
Yeah.
At Kansas. Then they travel to Stillwater.
Hey, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to try not to be too much of the Mad Hatter fan here. But boys, I would be scared of Kansas if I'm anybody in the Big 12. Not because of just him. Those fuckers just slapped the Longhorns like 8 out of 9 games or some shit. Like, they're playing OU and OSU really tough. They're getting like 1-score games.
Yeah.
And then they're going to go ahead and get arguably a Hall of Fame college coach.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
No, you're thinking Kansas.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
What
saying
did I-
Kansas.
Did I say Kansas?
Les Miles.
I'm talking about Iowa State.
I know,
Or
but
you talking about
But
going
I'm
to
talking about how they're going to Kansas.
Oh,
That-
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That, there's,
Watch out.
yep. They're going to Stillwater this year.
to Stillwater.
And
they've
OU
got Oklahoma State and OU back to back. They go to Stillwater and then they host OU.
Well, it's going to be a
OU
lot
home.
like the whole Texas thing. We're going to beat the fuck out of them. They'll probably beat us, and they're going to show up just banged, cut, and bruised when y'all play them, and y'all just wipe the fucking floor with them. Be like, oh, I told you they weren't shit. We hurt 6 of their players and shot a cheerleader. Dude, we did everything but one.
shot a cheerleader. Why? She got in the way.
Then they go into bye week, host Kansas State.
They go in an ice bath for a week after that shit. Jesus.
Then they'll travel down to Fort Worth, play TCU, host Baylor, and then they go to Austin.
Oh, that's how they end the season in Austin?
No, they'll end it hosting West Virginia.
Oh, well.
Oh, yeah, that team. I forgot how that team was here.
They've got a tough schedule.
That's, yeah.
At
Fuck.
Iowa, at Oklahoma State, at TCU, at Texas.
Yeah.
Middle of the Big 12 would not surprise me if they're 6-6, barely bowl eligible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Athlon Sports got them 4.
Fourth in the Big 12?
4th in the Big 12. And
Shut the
Baylor's
fuck
5. I know. That's just my.
I can already tell you the top. It's going to be OU, Texas, and OSU then.
I think it's gonna be OU.
Whoa,
and
that's what they said, though. That's what they have it as.
They
OU,
have-
Texas, OSU.
they have that. Exactly. I think
I think they just copy and fucking paste it every
yeah,
year.
I think that they just changed some names.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think it's going to be. Let's go ahead and continue before we get into the very end.
We could probably talk Big 12 all fucking night.
We could.
Let's see. I think that the Big 12 runs down 177.
Okay.
You've said this 2, 3, 4 weeks in a row. OU and Oklahoma State. It's going to come down between them.
You know what I missed about the OU, the Bedlam game? It being right after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, my birthday's the 25th of November. That was my birthday present.
I miss it being that
Every
Saturday
other year I
after,
go to Stillwater.
because you got, Thanksgiving's the biggest family holiday, and you in Oklahoma you got
House divided.
and you have your Thanksgiving on that Saturday, and you're all sitting around watching fucking Bedlam, fucking
Good
stuffed,
times. Yeah.
and yes, I miss that. I want that back.
I understand why they did it.
Yes.
Because they didn't want us to play 2 weeks in a row.
And yes, I understand that.
But I think that's kind of fucked up too. Because if we started doing that, then they'd take Florida State out of Clemson's bracket
Yeah.
in football. You can't rearrange that shit like that. But since we don't have one, it was easier for them to do.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nebraska.
Fuckheads.
Started a trend and left everybody. Fucking
And
ass.
Colorado, which is irrelevant, but still, it's not our game.
Right.
But I think we can agree OU Texas is going to be a big game.
Oh, yes.
Every damn year. It's not going to be difficult to see that as a toss-up. I don't care who you are at Texas, OU. You never know who's going to win that
Texas is going to be
game.
top 5 recruiting, and then
My only issue this year going into it that I actually have a question mark about, and we may see a dip in OU this year.
you lost Sermon, but you got Brooks. You got running backs galore behind it. You just plug one in, 7 yards, all that kind of stuff. You have a new quarterback, Spencer Rattler. He was the number 1 quarterback coming out of high school last year.
We've seen number 1 quarterback.
We've seen that shit
though.
die quick. You also have Mordecai back there. I can't see either one of them doing Hurts, Murray, Mayfield,
I'd stop it there.
Bradford, White.
Oh, you're not going in order.
I'm just saying the past ones. I can't see those Rattler or Mordecai doing that type of work.
Well, they don't got the experience that those guys had.
They do
I
not.
think you brought in Jalen, and that fucking hurt you. That put you in a situation this year.
Yeah.
The fact that you didn't redshirt Rattler makes me think you're a fucking idiot. Because why not have that Mordecai come in and back him up? And keep
They
Rattler.
did have Mordecai come in a few times, but they should have kept Mordecai just on the sideline, or not Mordecai, Rattler on the sidelines. We'll get you in late. You know what? You're gonna
I wouldn't even have got him in.
But, I mean, you can get in 4 games
Yeah.
and still keep your red shirt. You can throw. You can.
Can't you assign the red shirt after the fact now?
I don't know if you can do after, though.
You can. I think you can still redshirt Rattler and.
But yeah,
run
he'd
with
have to sit
Mordecai.
this year then.
He'd have to sit this year. You
You ain't going to do that.
No.
Not with the question mark you had. That's why I'm saying, why didn't you redshirt him last year?
That's-
That way he'd been a redshirt freshman. You'd have kept him for 3 at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no. Now he's coming into his sophomore year, and he's got 20 snaps and chunk time under his belt. So he's a huge question mark.
Yeah. And Mordecai.
There shouldn't be a quarterback battle then.
No. Well, I mean, no. I think Mordecai just
Who's he
needs
going to throw to?
That's my question.
He's got Hazelwood there. Rambo's still there. Yeah, fucking touchdown. TD is gone. You have some.
We don't talk about it enough in college, I don't think.
The past 2 to 3 years, you've always had. You had Hollywood Brown step up. You had CD sitting behind him. CD step up. You had. I really don't even know if he had the second one step up. It was basically fucking CD. Throw him the ball, and he's got. If you would have put the whole goddamn team out there, he still would have ran around him and got a touchdown. I mean, I fucking love seeing that picture. I love that picture of him catching the ball and turning, and there's 4 Texas defenders around him, and he scores on that play. And it looked like he should have been tackled, and he scores. But CD is a different breed. Does he carry that into the NFL? I don't know.
You know, I can
Squirrely
name
kind of
I
guy.
can name 3 relevant receivers off the top of my head in the past couple of years of OU, and they all kind of had a couple of years.
What, in the NFL?
No, like in college.
Oh, in
They're
college.
relevant for
Yeah.
2 years. Like Broyles, Stills, CD.
Shepard. Shepard.
Yeah.
I think
Okay,
he's
I'll
still
give you
on an
Shepard.
NFL team.
Yeah, he's in the Giants.
Yeah.
So 4 over the past probably 6 years.
Yeah.
We don't talk about it enough in college that some wide receivers can't hold the one. They can't.
No.
And the pro, it's obvious as
Yeah.
days. You know, Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah.
Everybody thought, well, hell, he's good. He can be our number one. No, you can't just slide a kid
No.
into the number one role. Sometimes they're just not good enough to be your number one.
If they're gonna
They
be
are
number
number
one, they
2,
will-
number
they'll step up
3s
and
at
take it.
best.
They'll show you they're number one if they can be number one.
Well,
Right.
Like
So
Oklahoma
I don't-
State with Tylan Wallace, he claimed it.
Yeah. There wasn't shit we could do about it.
No.
Yeah.
And Stoner was like, bet.
Yeah, it
I'll
was-
take that slot all day long.
Yeah.
I don't
He's
see
got weapons. He's got some weapons that
unknown
show-
weapons.
There's like you've kind of.
Well, they've
looked-
landed
the
some
thing
big
is, you've
receiver
opened the
recruits.
book.
They
You've
have.
opened
Yes.
the book, and you kind of looked at the pages on some of these players. You have not read what they've got. There's talent on OU receiver
And I
wise.
want to see Spencer
Which
Rattler
one
get
is-
fucking stroked by
No,
a
what are you doing?
262-pound D end. And I want to see how he reacts. Because that little Netflix show I watched, he is
Netflix show. What?
QB1.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You never watched it?
No, I never watched
He
it.
was on it.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
it finished like his whole senior year.
Oh, okay.
Where he commits to OU and shit. Like, it goes through the whole process. It was him and, like, the other 5 people I've seen do that. Like, Jake Fromm was on one. But how'd that turn out? Like, he was the only one. Yeah. So, I don't know. I want to see how he reacts. But I think if you put OU, Texas, OSU, and line them up in front of me, I have a hard time putting OU at 1 right now. Just because I have so many questions. Like I said, this is early, but I have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Texas, if I hear one Texas fan say, we're back, I'm going to lose my shit.
Call Brandon right now.
God, they're just...
I think OU, and I'm not being a homer, but Lincoln Riley, he just basically, Bob Stoops just handed him the keys to the car. You know,
Yeah.
Didn't trade it in or nothing. And he just kept rolling with it. I think OU will still finish 1. But I think Texas and OSU are going to compete for that second spot. And, like you've said before, catch OU on a bad day. And then you got it. I think OSU and Texas are going to be right there drooling, waiting for that game to take that bite and take it.
I'll say this, and a lot of it is homer talk, but from what I've seen and what's returning, I think OSU cuts Texas's throat in the second quarter.
I do think that too.
I don't think Texas competes.
The thing is,
we
you
got
know,
them
we
at
always-
home this year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's always this talk about Texas having a top 5 recruiting class, and then they come out 8-5
Yep.
or 9-4. I mean, yes, but there's going to be that one time they're going to have that top 5 recruiting class, and they're going to do something.
You think this is it?
No, I don't think it's it. It's going to surprise the fucking nation when they do it. Hey, we've been doing this for the past. That's what they're going to. Oh, we've been having top 5. We just had to get them in place. You know, they're going to strike, and it's going to surprise everybody because everybody's just the Big 12. It's Oklahoma and everyone else.
I think if Texas finishes third, Herman's gone.
Yeah.
Just like they did Charlie Strong. They gave that guy, 2 years?
Well, he was short too, and you can't have a short coach.
What the hell are you talking about?
There was that picture going around where Charlie Strong was at the podium and they had him standing on a fucking box because he was so short.
That's crazy. But yeah, that's a whole nother discussion. But I don't think any D1 college coach should have less than 4 years. You should have a chance to get your recruiting class in there.
You should have a full round of recruits come through.
I would not be surprised if Texas finishes 4th in our Big 12. They just can't put it together.
Who finishes above them? You think was it Iowa State or Baylor? Neither one of them. Oh, who are you thinking? Because we got OU and OSU.
Mm-hmm. No, you said that wrong.
OU and OSU, and then you got Texas. So who's taking that 3rd spot?
They're coming out of the Old North.
Kansas?
Or State.
Iowa State.
K-State. Fucking K-State.
I would put Iowa State above both of them.
Iowa State or them. I don't know. Iowa State's got a tough schedule.
They do.
Man.
That's a
Kansas
garbage
State.
schedule.
Kansas State, they just
Finished 3rd.
They always figure out how to fucking fuck someone's shit up.
Yeah, man, you guys are forgetting a lot of Kansas. I think.
I think. Yeah.
I
I don't think Kansas will be relevant this year, but K-State though, they fucked us up last year. That's because that wagon fell over. But
that's what it was.
the wagon fell over, and there we went.
Yeah, they should cancel the game. It's bad juju. Yeah.
Well, the last time
I think Chuba Hubbard wins the Maxwell 100%. I don't think there's going to be a better running back. ETO, that's
Etienne.
Right?
I thought he left. No, he has not declared yet. Or
He's coming back.
He's coming back. Yeah, he's just going into his junior year, I think.
I thought he was. All right,
I think he's about the only one right now that could rival him. I mean, I'm sure there's. If you showed me a list, I'm like, oh yeah, that kid. But I think for sure, hands down, he wins.
Sermon at Ohio State?
No,
you don't think so?
No, he won't. He won't be able to put up the numbers in that big of an offense.
Okay.
Where we're gonna have
Dobbs did.
Name one Ohio State receiver last year. Go.
Okay, continue.
So, yeah, I think Chuba wins it. The Canadian Moose. Tylan Wallace, healthy. I think he makes a run at the Blitnikoff. I think Spencer
He was
Sanders.
making a run last year.
Yeah, I think Spencer
Sanders
Sanders
was
is
running away
going
with it till he got hurt.
He's going to show the nation that he is a relevant D1 quarterback this year. If he didn't get hurt, I'd have loved to see his numbers.
I hate that Chuba. He had all the numbers to be there.
And no love.
Heisman. And
None. Because we lost the games we lost. Because Heisman's get W's.
Yes, and Heisman's a quarterback. And I would love to see.
I don't think we'll ever see another running back win it.
No.
Honestly.
You don't think so?
No,
It's
not with
gonna
where
be
the league
quarterback.
is.
OSU goes undefeated and is in the title. Well, it's going to go play for the title. Actually, when does the Heisman go? Is it after? It's the weekend after. It's the Army Navy game night, right? The Heisman.
It's not the end of the season, is it? Or is it before playoffs?
No,
It's before the playoffs. Yeah.
No, it's the championship weekend. All the
Yeah, so
no,
it's
is it that
after
late?
it's after the
It's
playoff
after.
first
I thought
game.
it was after the championship games, which would be after the Army Navy game. So it's the championship games and the following
first round of
weekend.
the playoffs. After that, then it does it. Because remember, it's like a 2-week lag for the title game.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
It's in between there. If they go undefeated to that, he still doesn't win it. Spencer Sanders will.
Yeah.
Quarterback, man. They're going to give it to a quarterback every year.
Even if Chuba is just having crazy numbers.
He will have to put up over 2,000 yards and 30
How many yards did
touchdowns.
he have last year?
18,
Yeah,
19.
he had
He's
close
right
to
there knocking on the
2,000.
door. All you need to do is just kick that
But
motherfucker in.
he's going to have to. He's going to have to play out of his fucking mind.
I mean, I thought he did pretty good last year doing
I
that.
thought he did
but
great.
Yeah.
He won't. There ain't no way, man. Not where the league is. NFL's just eating into it, too. Quarterbacks are your money makers. Your wide receivers are good. Your running backs are good. But if you got a QB that can sling it like that, like
Joe
Burrow
Burrow,
did in
yeah.
college, Patty Mahomes, his first year starting at the Chiefs, how do you replace that?
Yeah.
If
And,
you
and
threw-
you know
if-
what? It's great to see a Texas Tech player. You know, you had several quarterbacks that put up crazy numbers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I
They
can't
just didn't amount to
think of
Graham
what.
Harreld.
Yes, that's the name I was thinking of, and amount to nothing. And it's good to see a Texas Tech player that slunk. Well,
I
can
can't remember a Texas Tech player other than Crabtree that was relevant.
That was Crabtree, yeah.
They didn't have one of those running backs become anything?
Not really. No.
Oh.
No.
I guess that's the same with Baylor, though. That's the same thing. Like, they
But
had
I remember-
3 or 4 weapons, but they had a running back that would just fucking eat up 120
Yeah.
yards a game.
I remember watching that OU Texas Tech game with Mahomes and was it Mayfield?
Mayfield, yeah.
And they just fucking
Went off.
Let each other out.
700 yards each or something like that. It was fucking crazy.
They were playing 7-on-7 while everybody
They were
else was
basically
playing
just You know, we're gonna have to.
Every defense is like run defense.
Yeah,
And they just throw all over.
Throw the fucking ball deep and touchdown.
And man, I think that says a lot though. That like your NFL quarterbacks, there's a lot of Big 12 boys out there.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of helps us not real like the nation's like, well, they don't play fucking defense. No, we do. They're just really good quarterbacks.
Yeah.
You know, we get CeeDee Lambs and fucking Des Bryants and shit coming out of our conference. Like, take your running backs and linemen and defense. We're gonna go showstopper here.
Yeah.
No, in my opinion, I got OSU, OU, Iowa State, Kansas, then Texas.
Kansas or Kansas
Kansas
State?
over Texas?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
But they've got Texas's number, boys.
They do. Yeah, they do.
They actually have a coach who can outcoach somebody.
Yeah,
They've always had talent. It's just not as good. I mean, fucking the quarterback eater.
What was the last relevant player come out of Texas or out of Kansas? Talib.
Probably to lead, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
You can say that about every Big 12 team besides Texas, OU, or OSU.
K-State.
They shut defensive backs out like crazy.
Iowa State.
Who was that big receiver?
Oh, shit.
He's on the team.
Yeah.
He was huge. He was like 6'6", 6'7", wide out.
Okay,
What's that one dude? It was either Baylor or West Virginia because them two had that. You had the fuck is his name? Went to Houston. Went back to Houston. Head coach West Virginia. Was that OSU?
Hogerson.
Yes.
Yeah. Skull it.
Austin. Tavon Austin.
Yeah, that was out of West Virginia.
Was it West Virginia? I couldn't remember if it was who.
You can't remember he ran for 500 yards on you guys on a snow game? You don't remember that?
I slept that night. But what was the speedy receiver out of Baylor?
Which one?
Yeah, which one?
It was Godwin, wasn't it? I think back at it though. I think OSU takes it. I mean, what's our schedule look like?
Oklahoma State. Let's see. At home, Oregon State, Tulsa, Western Illinois. Win.
Oregon
Bye
State.
week.
That's a win.
So 3-0 going into week 5.
Yeah. At TCU, host Iowa State. At Kansas. At Norman.
Oh, you're coming to Norman this year.
Host Texas Tech.
Yeah.
At Baylor, host West Virginia. At Kansas State, host Texas.
Are we finished with Texas?
Yeah.
You finished with Texas.
Ooh, that'd be that's gonna be conference on the line.
That's gonna be
Yeah. Who's playing OU for the title?
I can
Kind of
agree
shit.
with that. But you got Baylor at home, right?
Nope.
No,
Where'd
Baylor on
you
the
want
road. But you got Iowa State.
Iowa State, Texas Tech, West Virginia, and Texas at home.
Okay.
And then next year we'll have the Kansas, because it used to break up like that, the North and South. Like we used to have the North at home, and then the South away, and then the next year we'd have the South at home and the North away. That's how it broke up every year.
Yeah.
You could tell. But yeah, we got Iowa State at home. It sucks we have to go up in Kansas twice, but got Texas at home. We go to Norman, but it's mid-season. It sounded like.
Yeah.
So
October 24th.
when did they play? When does OU play Texas? That should be the week or two after.
The 10th. October 10th.
October 10th.
24th of October. So after Texas, they'll play another game, then host us.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Ooh.
See,
Actually, you can. Let me find
They
it.
go Texas at Iowa State.
Here's the
host-
gauntlet.
Oh.
Here's the gauntlet OU's got. Baylor, Texas, at Iowa State, Oklahoma State, and then at TCU. Which TCU? I mean, it's like. But the thing is you're
So
going. You're
They
going.
could lose 2 of those games.
The Baylor. You got Baylor at home, and then you're playing Texas in Dallas, and then you're playing Ohio State at home, and then you're playing. You're going to Ames, and then you're coming home for Oklahoma State, and you turn around and go to TCU. Like you got 4 games that are going to be pretty fucking brutal right there, and so easily you could go to
the third one too.
You could
tease up well.
You could run down to you could go down to TCU and drop a game if they haven't already.
They could drop 2 of those. Because you never know what's going to happen with Texas.
No.
You can't put stock in Bedlam either.
No.
Jesus. Years we supposed to win, we lose our ass. You guys supposed to throttle us. We beat you 48-17 because Landry Jones forgot how to throw forward.
Yeah.
And we're back to the XFL.
He's still one of my favorite OU quarterbacks. So.
I appreciated him.
Yeah, he did good work for us.
But yeah, I still see it coming through that highway right there. And God, I'd love to see Oklahoma State take it this year.
Man,
it's going to be tough.
It's tough every year, but we got a team to do it, I think.
Well,
Rodriguez is back too at linebacker.
oh God, yeah, and we're getting Bundage back too.
Yep,
So
should be okay.
that helps. Our
We
defense should
got
be pretty damn
Rattler
solid.
and Mordecai and Brooks and Rambo.
Who?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got
3 of those are unknown. Yeah.
Rambo. How did you not know Rambo?
I said 3 out of the 4 you named. Hey, why'd you just assume it was Rambo? You got something to tell us? Don't have no stock in your boy?
Rambo's got a badass last name.
He does have that. All right, well, there it is.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you guys for tuning in, checking us out. Appreciate it.
We're kind of all over the place. That's all right.
Yeah, fuck it.
Well, when you don't have anything,
I don't take that robot dick
we
out
don't
of your
set
mouth and
up.
talk.
We don't have anything set as where we can comment on stuff that's happened in the past couple of days. You kind of just have to willy-nilly go with some shit. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking forward to what next week's subject's going to be.
Something will pop up.
Might just sit here and play a game of fucking like Uno. You know,
Cards Against Humanity?
no, fuck, I hate that game.
Why? It's fucking funny.
It's not funny once you play it twice.
You mix up the cards, man.
Anyways. All right, guys. Appreciate it. D-Rock, out skis.
Hey, check us out on Facebook, Mountain Visit WM. Check out the website, mountainvisit.net. Hit us up. Tell D-Rock where he's wrong on his fantasy. Please do that. I want to see that.
I need some shitter material.
I can literally make my house payment with my football. So.
Email us, the show at mountainvisit.net. Don't forget to send your dick pics into the Hedgehog at mountainvisit.net.
He prefers the
He's
big ones.
enjoying them. I still have access to his email, and he's replying to all of them. So
No, I'm not. I have not even. I've deleted the app.
A lot of it is the emoji doing this.
But
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Remember when you take them, though, stand up, put the TV remote at your feet, and then take the picture. Because it's going to make it look as big as the remote. Fun facts.
you've done this a few times.
You know what?
I married up for a reason, boys.
Like, share, subscribe. We out.
We hurt 6 of their players and shot a cheerleader. Dude, we did everything but one.